Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better videos. A moment that silenced the noise. Yu Long's search for Miemie in a world obsessed with headlines, algorithms, and curated perfection. It's rare for something real to break through the noise. But when Miemie went missing during a shoot and Yu Long dropped everything to find her alongside his dog Gale, what unfolded wasn't just a search. It was a revelation with worry etched across his face. Yu Long wasn't acting for the cameras. His voice, hoarse from calling her name. His pace, relentless through the wind and trees. This wasn't a drama script, this was love, raw and unfiltered. And when he finally found her, the crowd didn't just cheer, they cried. In that moment, millions watching online felt something deeper than fandom. They saw care in its purest form. No glamour. No spotlight. Just a man desperate not to lose the one who matters. We've learned to be skeptical of emotion in the entertainment world. Too often, sincerity is just another tool for engagement. But Yu Long's quiet urgency, his unguarded panic, it reminded us that behind the perfect images are people who feel deeply, who love fiercely. This isn't a story about celebrity romance. It's a reminder of something we all seek, to be searched for when we're lost. To be someone's priority when the world spins too fast. And maybe, just maybe, to believe again in moments that are real, because sometimes, one man's search becomes everyone's hope. Miemie and Yu Long, a quiet kind of love that speaks volumes in an industry where love often feels performative. The story of Miemie and Yu Long unfolds like a quiet breeze, gentle, real, and unexpectedly healing. They don't flaunt their affection. They don't need to. It reveals itself in the silences between the noise, in the smallest acts that speak the loudest. There's no grand CP marketing machine churning behind them. No curated couple photoshoots, no dramatic airport sightings for the cameras. Instead, they move through life together like ordinary people, tender, thoughtful, and entirely unscripted. Once, Yu Long was spotted gently blowing on hot glutinous rice balls so Miemie wouldn't burn her tongue. Another time, before dawn, he wrapped a scarf around her, loop after loop, careful as if tying a promise in the cold. These aren't viral moments designed to trend. They're everyday kindnesses that slip through the cracks of fame. When asked what impressed them most about each other in an interview, they didn't hesitate or look for the right answer. They simply smiled and said together, "He remembers what I need when I'm most tired." That's the kind of love that lingers, quiet but steady, soft but certain. A love not built on spectacle, but on presence in a world wired for performance. Maybe the most extraordinary thing is to love without trying to prove it. And Miemie and Yu Long are showing us exactly how beautiful that can be. No filter, no pretense. The quiet power of Yu Long's love for Miemie in a time when love is often filtered, scripted, and staged for likes. Yu Long and Miemie remind us that real affection doesn't need a spotlight to shine. Their story isn't built on grand gestures or cinematic declarations, but on the kind of care that feels deeply personal and quietly profound. Some tease Yu Long for being afraid of his wife. But isn't that the very definition of love? Not fear, but a deep-rooted desire to protect her joy. When asked about it, Yu Long didn't defend himself. He just smiled and said, "I'm not afraid of her. I'm just afraid she'll be unhappy." No bravado, just honesty. Their everyday interactions say more than any viral post ever could. During a casual live stream, Miemie happened to mention she was craving strawberries. The next day, Yu Long drove out of town, picked up the best ones he could find, washed them himself, and served them to her in their finest porcelain bowl. Miemie smiled, teasing, "Are you trying to spoil me?" Yu Long's reply was simple and soft, "So what if I spoil you? I like doing that." It's not a drama script. It's not a rehearsed line from a fictional CEO. It's real. And maybe that's why it hits harder, because in Yu Long's quiet devotion, we see a love that doesn't perform, it persists, and in that persistence, we remember what love can really look like. The kind of love that lasts, quiet, daily, undeniably real. In a world where love is often measured by grand gestures, flashy proposals, anniversary countdowns, and viral couple content, Miemie and Yu Long offer something entirely different, love without spectacle, but full of meaning. Theirs is a love that doesn't rely on rituals. And maybe that's why it endures. There are no luxury bags exchanged under the spotlight. Instead, it's Yulong showing up to a late-night film set, quietly handing over her favorite warm milk tea. No dramatic declarations, just lights left on at home so she doesn't return to darkness. No scripted sweet talk, only a gentle, concerned, "Why aren't you asleep yet?" It's not loud, but it's lasting. It's not for show, but it's deeply seen. Yulong doesn't just love Miemie, he understands her, in all her moods and silences. And Miemie, in turn, notices every small gesture he makes, the care that speaks louder than words, the effort that doesn't ask to be praised. Together, they remind us, love doesn't have to be loud to be deep. It doesn't need rituals to be real. Sometimes, it's the quiet kind of love, the one that lives in everyday moments, that ends up being the strongest of all. When love stops pretending, the moment Yulong ran for Miemie in a world addicted to performance, the moment Yulong ran into a chaotic crowd, calling out for Miemie, felt like the internet paused and collectively held its breath. It happened during a major offline event. The crowd swelled. A tiny misstep in scheduling caused Miemie to vanish between activities. For most, it was a minor hiccup. But for Yulong, those few minutes without her felt like eternity. He didn't wait. He didn't delegate. He bolted into the crowd himself, yelling her nickname Secret. "Where are you?" His voice cracked, his image forgotten, his heart on full display. An assistant reached to stop him. Yulong shook them off, shouting, "I can't calm down. I need to find her myself." When he finally did, tucked in a quiet corner, he ran straight to her, grabbed her hand, his eyes red, his voice trembling. "Where were you?" "I was going crazy." No cameras planned it. No music swelled in the background, just raw panic. Raw love. And millions of viewers crying behind screens, because this wasn't just about losing someone in a crowd, it was about the fear of losing your person. And it struck a chord far beyond fandom. People flooded the comments. "I thought I didn't believe in love anymore. Until now they made me believe again. I want a Yulong too." And this wasn't a one-time gesture. Behind the glitz, Miemie is delightfully human, sneaking street food on set, giggling on variety shows, never playing the diva. And Yulong? He's always there. Lifting her when her feet are too swollen to walk. Standing quietly beside her for hours during a fevered shoot. Not because it looks good, but because it's love. No filters. No performances. Just the kind of love that reminds us, the most powerful moments are often the ones that aren't planned. The kind of love we all deserve, quiet, brave, and unafraid to feel. True love doesn't need fireworks to be felt. It's found in the gentle way someone pampers you like a child, and the fierce way they become your shield when the world feels too heavy. It's not loud, but it shows up, again and again. When Miemie whispered, "I'm afraid of losing him," it wasn't a scripted confession. It was a truth so tender, it echoed in the hearts of millions. Because real love doesn't always come dressed in dramatic declarations. It often arrives in the quiet vulnerability we rarely admit. Yulong once said, "I'm not afraid of her stubbornness. I'm just afraid one day she won't be by my side anymore." That line broke the internet, not because it was poetic, but because it was honest. Raw. Brave. In a world that teaches us to protect ourselves, Yulong showed that it takes strength to say, "I need you. I can't imagine this life without you." To be afraid of losing someone isn't weakness, it's courage. It's love that dares to be fragile, because it's real love isn't about the big gestures. It's when you go silent, and someone hears you anyway. It's when you lose your way, and someone runs to find you without hesitation. It's the simple grip of a hand that says, "I'm here. I won't let go." Through Miemie and Yulong, we're reminded, love doesn't need glitter to glow. Sometimes, all it takes is one sentence, "I'm afraid of losing you," to break down years of fear and make us believe again. We all deserve a love that holds on tightly. If this story moved you, tap like, share your favorite moment below, or tell us your own. And subscribe so we never miss a chance to feel something real, together.